Hello, and once again welcome aboard our Heritage 2. After 7 days at sea, we eventually arrived on an island called Guanaja, which is also known as Banica. This is the most easterly of the Honduras Bay Islands, and as you can see, the last 8 hours of our sail was unexpected, meaning we arrived in the middle of the night and had to dodge the reefs and even houses and stilts in the dark. Banica was inhabited by Paya Indians, and then in 1502, Christopher Columbus landed. It wasn't long before he sampled the local water, and upon doing so he commented it was the best they had ever had, so I'm sure he filled up all of his reusable containers and took a bunch with him. We arrived in a place called Guanaja town, or Banica town, and you can see this circled on the map. 80% of the population of the whole of Guanaja live on this small island, so space is of a premium. We had a few hours to explore while we checked in with immigration and the port captain, so we walked around the small alleyways, saw many houses on stilts, and came across a large fishing fleet, as fishing is still a major part of the Guanajan economy. We soon realised that if a house wasn't built on stilts, then they'd normally build it on a massive rock to save it from the massive swells and the weather coming from the east. After we'd finished everything we needed to do on the island, we sailed up to an anchorage called El Bight. This is famous because it offers lots of protection from the easterly weather. As you can see, there's a piece of land sticking out from the left of your screen, and our Heritage 2 is anchored over to the right of your screen at the moment. A short distance from where we anchored, there happened to be a nice little bar. It's completely made of wood and was built over the water. It was owned by a German guy called Hans, who had been in Guanaja for 40 years. He had been busy turning his land into an organic farm, and one of his employees, called Tiger, was kind enough to give us a good tour of the farm. Along the way, he opened up about his experience of Hurricane Mitch, which hit Guanaja 21 years ago.
The worst thing of Mitch was, that no one were assuming that it was going to be the way really was. And what happened with Hurricane Mitch was that everyone, I think, was just basically thinking, "Oh, we're gonna stand it.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay." But we did not had any expectation of what was capable of doing.
What year was Mitch again?
Pardon me?
What year was it again?
1998.
98. Yeah.
98. Yes.
Wow.
October 1998. Yes. Actually, on the national news, this island had disappeared. There was no contact. We couldn't.
Wow.
No one could make contact with us. We couldn't make contact with anyone. And basically, we only eat one biscuit a day. Here's your biscuit, because we did that because you couldn't even go to the bathroom. So there was nowhere to go to the bathroom. But I always say that I think the worst part of it was after the Mitch, because you always look, people were impact, psychologically impact. It was taking charge of a lot of people.
The Bay Islands is world famous for diving, and with Guanaja being the most quiet of the Bay Islands, we hope to find some unspoiled reefs. We marked them on the map, but with being on the windward side of the island, it was very difficult to get the moorings. We decided to sail around to the leeward side of the island, where the winds would be less and we could enjoy the dive sites in peace. Right all the way up there.
We're on the lee shore of Guanaja Island. We were hoping to get out of the wind. For some reason the wind is picking up. It's been bouncing off 36 knots.
So with all the unexpected winds, we decided to get a bit closer to shore to search out some shelter. So we put Paul on the bow of the boat so he could help us dodge any reefs, and when we eventually reached Michael's Rock, we dropped anchor in a nice patch of sand, meaning that would be secure for the evening. While we were still in the water, we decided to explore the local reef, and it did not disappoint. Thanks once again for watching, and I look forward to making another video about our diving experience in the Bay Islands. Enjoy your weekends.